Hi, I'm IfDots, and I just wanted to quickly talk about Jamuary, how I feel I did this year, and why I think everyone should do it, and talk about some changes to my channel that I'm going to make. So, this January, I decided that I'd do a video every day. Last January, I decided that I would make a piece of music every day. For a bunch of those days, I did like covers. I was singing Wicked songs because Wicked was coming out right then. um, and I didn't post a lot of that, but I was making a piece of music every day. So this one was kind of the opposite, where I wasn't making music every day, I was just posting every day. And it really taught me like a lot about YouTube specifically, which I think is really nice for me. So for every video that I posted, I did a full like gear only, sound only, no singing, no anything else, just very simple. It was very straightforward to make, and it was fun to do. But I don't know how effective it is on YouTube. Like, I noticed that the first day, my views weren't up. I got a bunch of subs, and then every other day, it was basically completely flat, other than the very end. Um, so I think I went from like 377 to 390 subs, which again is like, I'm a small channel. I enjoy being a small channel, and I care about views, but only in as much as it means that people are seeing my art, you know? But I've realized both. I don't think that people enjoy gear for gear's sake. I personally don't watch that sort of video that much. I started doing it a little more when I started making it, just because I was like, let me learn things from other people and figure out how to do this. But intuitively, like, that's not the kind of music I listen to. I'll listen to things like Boy Genius, or Muna just released a current album. So I have a YouTuber or two that I'm kind of using as a North Star through this process. I'll link her music. There's this artist, Dearful. She hasn't posted in like 6 years, and she doesn't have that many subs. But that's the kind of stuff that I want to do, so I'm going to try and guide my content towards that. And I think that I wouldn't have figured out that that's something I want to do without going through Jamuary. I find Jamuary as a sort of focusing tool to be pretty invaluable. It just makes me realize, okay, I'm doing this for a month. What do I actually want to do, and how do I want to do it? And I think as long as you approach it in a focused manner, it can really do great things for you. So if you're thinking of doing January next year, or if you're thinking of doing like monthly challenges, I'd 100% recommend it. The other thing that I wanted to talk about really quickly is that I stopped doing like gear reviews or VST things really, because I was like, I should focus just on the music. But I talked to some people that I know in my streaming guild, the Golden Shrimp Guild, which I'll link that as well below. And they said they really liked those videos. So I was like, oh, I guess if they're useful for people, the way that I approach a gear review or a gear video or a VST video is I just say my opinions. That doesn't mean my opinions are right, but I found that if people are just really upfront with what they like and don't like, it's much easier for you, the viewer, to figure out what you should keep and what you should throw away from that opinion. And you can make your own opinion much easier. So that's kind of how I try to do that, and that's what I'll be doing hopefully for the next year. We'll see. It took me, 2 weeks to make this video, so it could be that I post one video next year or this year, but I'll do my best. And I hope that you make the music you want to make and enjoy creating. That's really it. Have a great one, and I'll see you around the internet.